These are some examples of our low vision products and Braille products here at the Sharper Vision store. These first products I'm going to show you are our playing cards. The cards in front here are our brailled cards, and they are brailled in the upper left hand corner and the lower right hand corner. We also have a playing card holder that helps organize your cards and makes them easier to view. The second set of cards that I'm showing here are one example of our large print playing cards. They have the larger suit in the middle along with the number or the kind of card in the upper left and right hand corner. We have a few assortments of different large print playing cards with different contrasts. The other cards that we have a negative contrast, so instead of a black on white, it is a white on black contrast. This next product that I'm going to show you is our large print cribbage board. This board is made by a fella in northern Wisconsin who cuts the wood off his land and finishes the board himself. The holes that he drills are larger in size so that you can feel as you peg your score. The pegs that we use are old golf tees, so they're easy to feel as you move your peg. This particular board also has contrast on each side, with the light side, so if you were moving on this side you would use a darker peg in order to see the holes, and on the darker side a lighter type peg. We also have some different dice products to help make it easier for people that are blind or visually impaired. This first set is a tactile pair of dice that you would roll and then feel for the numbers as to what you have rolled. This other dice is an audible dice, so there's a button that you push that tells you what you've rolled. There's also a playback button in case you didn't hear the number. This is our large print Scrabble board that we sell here at the Sharper Vision store. We also have a brailled Scrabble board as well. The Scrabble board itself has a turnstile that moves so that you can direct it towards whoever's turn it is, so it's easier to view the tiles. The tiles that we have on this board are large print. They're approximately a ½ inch in size with a black on white contrast. The board itself also has a black on white contrast, along with perforated edges for the letters so that they won't move as you place your tiles down. This is our large print bingo card. We also have a smaller version of this, but this is the largest numbered bingo card that we carry. The numbers on this board are approximately 2½ inches in size with black on white contrast. One suggestion that we make when using your bingo board, instead of using pieces to put on your numbers that may be easy to knock off, we suggest using some sort of non-permanent marker in a high contrast color that you would mark your numbers with, that easily cleans off after the game is over, rather than using tiles that can easily be knocked off. We also carry the bingo board in Braille as well, which comes with perforated edges and smaller discs that you can put on the bingo board itself. My colleague Tim and I are now going to show you how to use our tactile checkerboard.
My name's Tim. As he mentioned, I am a visually impaired person with retinitis pigmentosa, and we're going to explain different ways how this checkerboard works. I can start with that. The reason why I like this is because it has different indentations, so it's easy to move along the board. And also, myself I cannot use, but the others is a color contrast and a shape contrast, so you know which side is which, and also has a nice storage area. And whose move is it?
I think you're up, Tim.
All right. Let's see, I have the square, and I'm going to move to where you have to king me, Brent. So if you can please do that for me.
I will king Tim. With the king pieces, there's an extra piece that's put on top of the square so you know that it is a king piece. There you go, Tim.
Thank you. Your turn.
And I will go next. I'm going to move my circle towards the front of your board and ask for a king me as well, right there.
All right. And as Brent mentioned, I also have a larger indentation on mine, so I will change that for him.
And as I move my pieces, I tell Tim where I'm moving them to and maybe help show him so he knows where my piece has moved to.
Right, and for myself, I always follow the indentations along so I can find where the pieces are. And I have a king here, so I'm going to move backwards and take one of his pieces also and put it in a storage area for him.
Good move, Tim.
Thank you.
So that's one example of how to use our tactile checkerboard. Tim and I are now going to show you an example on how to play euchre with our brailled cards. Before we begin, I'm going to give you some suggestions on playing with either large print cards or Braille cards. For dealing, if you are visually impaired or blind, it may be easier to make piles before you deal out to each person. For example, I would set each person as one pile and continue, and then when I finish my piles, then I pass them out as to avoid cards on the floor. Another suggestion for those that are blind or visually impaired and playing cards, when you play to communicate, everyone should verbally announce what card they are playing on the table so that everyone knows what card is being played. Tim and I are going to play euchre, a familiar game here in Wisconsin. We have, for a matter of time, already pre-dealt the cards. The 10 of clubs has come up, and Tim is going to now follow with asking you to pick it up or not.
Pick up, please pick it up.
I'm picking up the 10 of clubs. And I have now discarded.
Right, and with my Braille cards, I will now be leading, and I have the Jack of clubs, Brett.
And I'll play the 10 of clubs.
All right, and I flip them over. And next I will be doing the King of clubs.
And I will play the 9 of hearts.
The Queen of clubs.
And the Ace of diamonds.
Jack of hearts.
The King of hearts. And I have the Ace of hearts.
And I have the Queen of hearts.
And that is one example on how to play euchre with somebody that's visually impaired.